This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Man, that's not the start they need. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
Great place to start for this offense. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have...
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught near the sticks. It's Clement. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative.
Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Williams looking for a man. Finds a tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They used him twice in that loss a week ago. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there. To this senior defender.
Defense is locked into this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle. It's Arkin. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking to throw, it's all fire. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's going to fire deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams will pass. And he's got it inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. The Huskies pick up the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Here's a heat. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Williams looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He's looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois, and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Valentine. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Trying to set up the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big...
He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback can't get away, and down he goes. No time left on the clock. They passed on the field goal try, and they'll get nothing in life. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space. It's Coleman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Evans. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Illini. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Going up top. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Once again, finding no... run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. It's third and goal and third and long. Williams will pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois, and people wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they...
There he goes! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down.
Tackle is made at the 37. Unit up for first down.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tying it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what...
Touchdown, Washington! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the...
And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Williams will pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Altmaier. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Setting up the screen. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Williams looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Washington! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Last chance coming up. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if...